Hey everybody, Fantron here. Welcome to part 6 of Devil May Cry 2013, or Devil May Cry 5. I wouldn't really call this Devil May Cry 5 though. But we're back for some more of this. It's what? 2000 it's February 6, 2013. The Virgil DLC, or Virgil's Downfall DLC, isn't out yet. So I pretty much decided to take it a little slow, you know, with doing these, seeing as how I just want to get all of Devil May Cry done in one shot, so I don't have to come back to it in any given time. But, yeah. Just showing off some upgrades here and such like that. I edited every bit of footage that I needed to edit. The entire playthrough is pretty much edited and done. I just need to commentate over it, more or less. So, like, if you'll just see random clips of, oh, he ended it here, and then the boss fight continues elsewhere. You know, something around that nature. It's because I died. I think I show off one death, and then that's it. And then there's pretty much very little deaths afterwards that you'll see. But you'll notice them, I'm sure. I think there's one boss fight where I just showed the death, and then I'm just like, ah, fuck it. But anyway, I don't know why this is taking so long. What am I doing here? I haven't played this game in like a good month. When I bought the DLC costumes, I had extra points, and I was like, well, I might as well. There's really nothing that I want, so. But anyway, Mission 4, Under Watch. It's the it was the demo stage, if you do remember. So there's pretty much you're pretty much not going to be seeing anything new. Well, actually, you will towards the end. They changed it up a little bit from the demo. Which is pretty sweet. But, yeah. Loading screens galore. You guys should remind me next time on a playthrough that has a lot of loading screens, just edit those out. Because this footage is already pretty much edited and done with, so. Yeah, like I said, if you guys do recall, this is the demo stage. This is the first stage that they give you. But our first objectives, we're actually getting into the objective parts of the game, the actual, you know, the plot, more or less, I guess. I mean, we were in plot, but, I mean, we were just, you know, we're figuring out what our goals is to piss off Mundus. We need to take out the Virility Factory, which is the soda place, I guess. And we also need to destroy the CCTV thing.
The camera spotted you. They must have been
you
looking
know,
out
the
for you.
cameras and television. Destroy the media. Destroy the soda. Obviously, there are a lot of political messages about it throughout this game. More or less. I mean, what do you guys think about it? Because, I don't really think too much on it. I mean, I see what they did, and this is, I'm guessing this is pretty much representing America. I would assume so, but you never know. Anyway, back into some serious combat here. It's so weird post-commentating for a game that I could be playing live action. I mean, for the way that I had this plan, if you do remember, is that I wasn't planning on doing this by myself. It would have been a lot more interesting, but in all honesty, I mean, there's really not much to say about this game that hasn't already been said, you know, by now. By the time this recording, I'm pretty sure everybody's done their reviews and, you know, has pretty much said their piece about the game. The game is actually not that bad, but, I mean, when it comes to a lot of choices, you know, that was made about the game, you know, yeah, it's a bummer that Dante doesn't look the way that he does. I mean, and it's funny because, you know, all that sexually explicit shit that we had, I think we get, like, one more act of that, and then pretty much it's just, oh, wow. Oh, yeah, I was celebrating. But anyway, I mean, it pretty much dies down because we're getting back into Dante's character, more or less, because his whole character, you know, does a whole 180 or 360, well, yeah, 180. So he's just like, he's a different person, which is pretty cool. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I've played this stage already. You know, it's pretty much the same damn thing. Which is funny because I won't be sitting here for like 20 fucking minutes trying to find the security cameras. I know where they're at. But the game, however, does something a little different. Like I said, this level is the same thing, different variations of stuff is going on, but that's pretty much about it. But we pretty much have all the abilities that we had in the demo, except for Devil Trigger, obviously, because they gave this to us right off the fucking bat. Which is weird, because I don't remember having Devil Trigger in the boss stage. I don't think they gave it to us in that stage.
Someone doesn't want me here.
So.
The city itself is trying to stop you.
Great.
Virgil sent me the camera locations for
The funny thing is, it's not the city, it's
avoid them if we
Mundus.
can. Follow me.
I keep wanting to move my mouse off the screen, but it's just like you guys won't see it anyway. You guys are actually just watching the footage. It's a fucking force of habit when I was recording emulations and stuff like that, and I'm just like, ugh. Oh, that's part of the bonus thing right there. If you get a certain weapon, you'll be able to come back and play through it. There's a lot of hidden shit in this game. Like, I played through it a little bit after I finished this game to just see where all the hidden stuff was. Having all your abilities just makes everything ridiculous.
What the hell?
Oh, that's a giant fuck you shred things.
Nicely done, girls.
That's pretty much what you need to do until a certain point later on where that will not help. Oh boy. Now we're pretty much fighting the shielded babies. It's so fucked up. Target practice. Let's go. But yeah, I'm just more or less ready to get this commentary for this entire game over with. More or less, I would just upload the rest of the raws and just leave it at that. But no, I mean, there's certain things that I have to say about. I know there's going to be certain things about certain parts of the game that I have shit to say, so I'm pretty much going to have to stick through it. But I know I want to get Metroid Prime uploaded, and the playthrough after that should be Star Fox as well. I'm thinking about doing Metal Gear Solid 2. Or try and start my, I'm thinking about doing a series called the, what do you call it? The Adventures with Fantron, you know, versus a certain game, or, you know, something like that. Like Black Ops, or Marvel, or Street Fighter, some shit like that. You know, and that's the stuff that I have planned, you know, to pretty much fill in some gaps between playthroughs, and sometimes when I just don't feel like doing a fucking playthrough, I just want to play the game. Because I know I want to do Fight Night videos, but every time when I want to do it, I mean, especially with my friends and stuff like that, I mean, I have a Halo 4 playthrough that I would like to do. I have to start over. So if you guys are watching this, the ones that helped me do the Halo 4 playthrough, I'm so sorry, but that data got corrupted. And, yeah, it was just a bad ordeal. I was pissed. It was like 2 hours worth of footage. We were like majority of the way through the game. Because we decided to play on Heroic instead of playing on Legendary, because I had a horrible time on Legendary playing it by myself, and I was like, I'm not sitting through that again. I refuse to sit through that again. And you would think it would be easier with more people, but for me it isn't. It's just absolutely annoying.
It's the walls. Get out of here.
Oh, remember how I fucked up on this one a lot in the demo? Okay, see, I stopped. You see what I did there? I stopped, and then he slides on the fucking wall, like, I don't understand. Still want that jacket, though. It's a pretty bomb-ass jacket. I mean, obviously, you see the UK symbol on it. You know, guilty plug there. Alright, we get a new enemy that we didn't see in the other, in the demo. It's the Frost Knights. Now, with these guys, they're blue, right? So, just watch what I do. Just watch. Nothing's working on him, but that works on him. Because he's blue, he's only weak against angelic weapons. So, for a time and a half, these fights with this guy in particular are going to be fucking annoying, because your angelic weapons are really shitty when it comes to putting out damage. And I cannot say this enough, you need to at least have your angelic weapons upgraded to a point. Once you get your second angelic weapon, it's pretty much a fucking cakewalk. As a matter of fact, that's actually one of my favorite weapons in the game. This one was actually a really good one. I like using the scythe a lot. But then once we got into, you know, once I pretty much got more of the weapons, I was just like, oh shit, this is fun. But I'm pretty much stuck with the same fucking combo because I didn't bother upgrading this. I mean, I get it that they're trying to, you know, force you to use your other weapons more instead of just using Rebellion and, you know, the other powerful weapon. But I hate it when games force you to use a color-coded weapon, if that makes sense. You know, I don't like that. I've never liked that about any game. Where it's just like, oh, well, we're gonna force you to fight this way, and you don't want to fight that way. I want to fight any way any way I fucking want to. But I mean, that's not really a big gripe. It's just one small annoyance, I suppose. And that's just one annoyance that'll come back to haunt me later on throughout the playthrough. Ooh, nice. That was a nasty deflect. So I haven't seen this footage in like forever, so this is all pretty much looking new to me, which I'm glad I didn't, continue on where I stopped, because I pretty much took a break for a week, because I had my real life stuff going on, and all that shit, so pretty much had to handle my real life before I came back to the game, so. What the? Celebrating again? God damn it. Past me, what are you doing? Oh no, I was hype. This game does bring some serious hype, though. I'm not gonna lie. This game's pretty awesome. Well, that's just okay. Now, remember how there was a thing that I could have pulled out right there? You have to go out and go. See, what I'm doing is trying to see if I can go ahead and do that beforehand, because that was the first one I remember that took me forever. But the thing is that you have to go and destroy the other security camera first, or was it 2 or 3? I think it was 2. You have to destroy the other one first, and pretty much fucking, just fucking do it the normal way, which sucks because Devil May Cry, well, I don't know. Would you consider Devil May Cry, well, Devil May Cry is a linear game, more or less. But, I mean, when it came to the puzzle aspect, if I do remember, let me see. Devil May Cry 4, not so much. Devil May Cry 3, there are certain instances where you can go for one part of the puzzle than the other. But Devil May Cry 1, I think it was a little less. Well, no. Because you had to pretty much solve a certain puzzle to complete the level, so technically I guess it would all be linear. But Devil May Cry 3 had one source. It was that one level where I had to get the moon shard and the sun shard thing, if you remember that. That was the most unlinear part of the game, if that makes sense. I don't know. It makes sense to me. In all honesty, here's my best advice with those things. If you see them, just press B. Don't even do what I did. I'm trying to cut them up and all that stuff to get it done faster. Just pressing B on those would be a lot faster. Once you get a new weapon, then it'll pretty much be self-explanatory as to what you do from here. What am I doing? Oh, I'm checking to make sure my stuff isn't inverted. I've been having problems with the game because I'm just like, left, right, up, down. Back to it again? Invert? Oh, okay, so where it's actually up and down. See, their invert is completely backwards. Where I think inverted is just like, okay, it's the wrong way. Damn.
One more.
By the way, you can get that, but not on your first playthrough, I'm assuming. Just on your second run through.
For the time being. Over here.
In all actuality, this level's just really short.
Well, spells can take hours, if not days, to prepare. So why not can it for instant use later?
And to do with cheese. Where'd you learn this stuff?
Virgil taught me the basics of demonology and occultism. Felt I had natural talent for it. Said it would help me to focus on something constructive instead of...
Instead of what?
Instead of focusing on the nightmares. Okay. There you go. Shit. Cops. I gotta go. I'll find you. Take out the camera.
See, that's what you needed. You needed her to do that. That wasn't... I don't remember that being in the demo, as a matter of fact. Because that cutscene wasn't in there. That part of the... What the hell? Oh, I see it. But it's just like, no, you gotta do it this way first. Even though a simple jump forward would suffice. It really would. But anyway, you see how Dante's not pretty much telling everybody, fuck you, piss off, smoking cigarettes and all that shit. He's not doing any of that stuff. But, I mean, like I said, it's getting more into his character. Like, he actually shows a little bit of emotion. Or not a little bit, actual, some sort of emotion, besides being a total asshole. Which totally caught me off guard with this game where it's just like, okay, he's just gonna be a dick the entire game, and I'm not gonna expect anything from him. You know, I'm not gonna actually like his character. But when they actually, you know, when it came to character development wise, I think they did a pretty good job, except for the exception of 1 or 2 characters. But we'll get into that later. More than likely, you may have already seen all throughout this playthrough, so you probably know what I'm talking about. Don't ruin it for everyone else. But, yeah. Third camera. Punching cameras in the face!
Come on then, you little shit.
Now, anyway, there are just certain... What the fuck? There are just certain things that you can do within the game that I do enjoy. Like, the combat system's pretty good. The fact that there's no lock-on, like, I think I talked about this before, and I'm pretty sure everybody will agree with me, that no having a reticle lock-on thing like how the other Devil May Cry's did is a complete fucking throw-off. Like, I think that was majority of why my combat was so fucking terrible, which is weird. And then you can get S ranks like it's fucking nothing in this game. I remember I was like, man, am I that good? And then I went back and played like Devil May Cry 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, and I was just like, you know what? I was like, it's a lot easier to get S ranks in those games, or in these games, than it is, or in this game, sorry, than it is in any other Devil May Cry game. I mean, I guess that's a good way to, you know, make it noob friendly, if that makes sense. You know, someone who's new to the series. Like, if I just set somebody down in front of this game, I'm pretty sure they'd be like, oh man, this game's great, you know. But, I mean, what is it that, you know, I mean, it took away the whole getting S thing. I mean, even in harder difficulties, it's a hell of a lot easier to get S ranks. I didn't even need to do that. I just realized what happened there. I just completely like, I don't need that shit. I needed that, though. Anyway, we're pretty much at the end of the... Ooh. See, I always fall for that, but I didn't get killed by it. Now, look at these dicks, right there. Right in front of me. See, it took me a minute to realize that it was there. I was just like, what the hell is that? Actually, no, I wasn't really paying attention. I was more or less focusing on getting the fuck out of here. But, yeah. They like to throw those assholes at you whenever they fucking, you know, damn well feel like it.
Great.
But I'm gonna try and get a couple of videos uploaded and done for you guys today, so we can get back on the track of getting this game finished. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this whole playthrough turned out to be how many parts? 23 parts. The finale being the 23rd. So this game is really let's see, was Devil May Cry 4 just as long as this? I don't remember. But, I think lengthwise, I think it's just about as long as, you know, the other, just about as long as the other ones. But once we start getting towards the end, I'll just be doing it level by level. I think it's the last 3 levels that I do them level by level, because they're mainly boss levels. More or less. Well, one of them isn't. One of them's just a fetch quest level. Yeah, fucking fetch quest. But yeah, because I'm pretty much it's after I do some of the. I did one part of the Star Fox playthrough. That'll be pretty much done throughout the year. I'll pretty much do those whenever I feel it's necessary. That's pretty much the filler. It's a short fucking game, so you know why not. And obviously I'll be doing all 3 levels of those. But I already have level 1, you know, pretty much completed, done and over with. The commentary, it only goes for, what, 2 videos for level 1. And that'll be in its own separate playlist. Then, I'm thinking about doing a really long game. Oh shit, my phone went off. I'm thinking about doing a really long game. I still don't have access to Metroid Prime 2. Not quite yet. But I would like to get to it. So, yeah, I would like to eventually get to Metroid Prime 2, but I actually have to go I have to go buy the game first. It's like 28 bucks. if I go to a local gaming, you know, the local gaming vendors, not like at, you know, like GameStop or anything like that. You know, like one of the game shops, they'll like order it for me for like $28 apparently. But anyway, we're out of time, and I will see you guys in the next part.